Hey, y'all, I'm Billy Yates. You can check me out online at BillyYates.com. I'm also on Facebook. You can find me at Twitter.com, Billy Yates Music. Come see me. I got new music. Check it out.
Now, what kind of tour you got? You're touring, but not mainly so much here, but they can still find your music?
They can still find my music all over. It's online at iTunes. You can also order a CD Baby. You can find it on my website. But you can also see me in concert if you're in Europe, because I'll be there. I'll be in Denmark in July, the first part of July. I'll also be in Switzerland in July. Just got back from a big tour, just having a good time. That's what it's all about, is having fun, man.
Now, you do a lot of touring in Europe.
I do. I do about 50, 60 shows a year, so it's a lot. I just got back from 2.5 weeks, and we were all over the place. But we play all parts of Europe. You know, we were in France, we're in Spain, we're in Belgium, we're in all over the place, man.
Is it true that you're so popular in Denmark, they're coming up with a Billy Yates stamp?
That's not true.
It's not true. Okay, just curious, but they're going to put you on a coin.
That's not true either.
Okay, so far we're 2 for 2.
Yeah.
So, what about new music? I mean, what kind of singles do you have coming up, new music?
You know, the music, the latest CD is called Bill's Barbershop. It's a tip of the hat to my old man. He is a barber, was a barber for 40 years. I grew up in that barbershop. I shined shoes there till he fired me. And I have a lot of great memories from that place. And so this new CD is a tip of the hat to him. It's got a lot of great country music, real country music, not the stuff you hear on the radio.
So it's more traditional.
Yeah.
People would know. That's why Europe loves it more than here.
Exactly.
Good deal. Now, tell them where we're standing right now, where we are, what's going on.
We're on Lower Broadway right now at CMA Music Festival 2010, and we're outside of Big Shots. I'm doing a benefit show. We're raising money for flood relief, and there's a bunch of artists on the show. It's a good time, and I wish you were here, man.
But you get the benefit, or what do you say? You're playing not first, but
last.
So you get the long wait, which means...
which means I get to play in front of the drums.
Yeah. So as far as country music players, and when it's a benefit, that means it's after 7 now? Which means you'll be playing at about...
probably 10:30, 11 o'clock.
There you go. So it's a long wait. Now, how long have you been doing this? I mean, and coming to the CMA Music Festival?
I moved to Nashville in 1987. I used to go to the CMA. Well, I used to go to Fanfare at the fairgrounds. I would put an amp in the back of my truck, and I would pull up at the backstage entrance, and I would tell them that I had an amp that had to be on the stage for Charlie Daniels in 10 minutes. And they said, "Where's your credentials?" I would say, "I don't have any. This amp has got to be there. Charlie Daniels is going to kick your butt, my butt, if I don't get it there," and they put me through. So I snuck in. I'd stand in line. I stood in line for autographs because I'm a fan. That's never changed, and I'm still a fan. I bought a ticket this year. I was at LP Field night before last. I was on Lower Broadway last night trying to see people. You know, I was hanging out backstage at the Opry at the Ryman, not in the backstage, but at the backstage door. I got to see Charlie Pride walk by. It was
at
awesome.
The artist entrance.
Yeah.
Between like Tootsie's and.
Yeah.
Wow, you did that?
I did, yeah.
I did that too, man. That's almost like the rite of passage for people coming.
Yeah, it's great, you know.
You gotta go there, and you gotta go to like Jack's Barbecue and Tootsie's.
I went to Jack's Barbecue. I had a big barbecue sandwich about that big.
Okay.
And while I was sitting there eating my barbecue sandwich, Buck White and the Whites walked in and got a barbecue, and he had barbecue sauce all down. It was awesome. It was great.
But Jack's Barbecue, their patio, looks right at the artist entrance.
Yeah, so people hang out there and they get autographs and stuff, and so it's really great. I went back there and I was in my shorts and my ball cap, my flip-flops, and next thing I know, someone recognized me because I do the Opry, you know. In fact, I'm doing the Opry on June 17th, the classic country show, and so I got to sign some autographs, and I felt really funny about that because I feel I'm very humbled when I have to sign autographs.
And you do that other Billy show.
Yeah, it's the countryest of the country. We do that every Wednesday of CMA Music Fest, and we raise money for Christmas for the kids, Christmas for the children. I'm sorry, and we raised close to $7,000 this year. That's a lot of money because we give each kid $100. You do the math.
Wow.
A lot of kids are going Christmas shopping this year because of that show. But we had Gene Watson, we had Jeff Bates, we had Buddy Jewell, we had Julie Roberts, we had Jimmy Fortune, we had Ray Scott. We had songwriters like Paul Overstreet, Even Stevens, and Sean Camp. We had a great lineup.
Jimmy Fortune of the Statler Brothers.
Of the Statler Brothers in the Hall of Fame.
There you go. Now, that other Billy who's about that big and plays the drums,
No, that's actually John. You think about John?
No, Billy Block.
Billy Block, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I did the Billy Block show.
Billy,
yeah.
Tell
And I
Billy to say sorry, Billy.
Sorry, Billy. Well, I was thinking about the other show. While I was talking about that. But yeah, I did Billy Block's show on Tuesday night. First time at the Tin Roof, and it was a ball. It's always fun to work with Billy. And it's almost as much of a thrill. I almost asked for his autograph because he's a star to me. He's like he's bigger than life.
Now, not only do you sing and write and sing your own songs, but you're also a songwriter for yourself. I mean, for others.
For others, yeah. I moved here not to be a songwriter, but I moved here to be a singer. As I said, 1987, and I was 12 back then, but I was so fortunate, because I started hanging out with a lot of songwriters.
Oh, that was a joke to 12. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I was waiting for that laughter, but first song I ever had recorded was a song that became the 1993 CMA Vocal Event of the Year. It was George Jones with all his friends, all his rowdy friends, like Alan Jackson, really rowdy guy. Alan Jackson, let's see, T. Graham Brown, Vince Gill, Patty Loveless, Pam Tillis, Garth Brooks, Mark Chestnut, Travis Tritt. It was everybody, and it was awesome. And that opened a lot of doors. I mean, in all seriousness, I like to joke around, but in all seriousness, that opened a lot of doors.
Not a bad way to start.
And it was a great way to start, and I pinch myself when I think about it sometimes because it just still doesn't seem real. Because I think about where I grew up and dreamed of maybe getting the courage to go to the next big town to hang out. I was kind of a shy kid in some ways, and wound up in Nashville and getting to sing at the Grand Ole Opry a bunch and get to write songs and hang out with George Jones. I was with George Jones yesterday. He called me and wanted me to come to his birthday party. And so I went
I had
down.
to pass.
Oh, yeah, well.
Sorry, George.
Well, yeah, he asked me for your number, actually, yeah. And that was a good time.
He could have Twittered me.
I know. I don't know if he tweets or not. He might.
Does it seem like a lifetime ago, though? Here it is.
No, you know what? It's really funny because it doesn't. I still feel like the new kid in town, and that's what keeps my attitude good. Because with the ups and downs of the music business, it's easy to get jaded. It's easy to start to have bad feelings about the music business, and I see it a lot with people. And it just, time has gone by so fast. It just seems like yesterday that I moved to town, and I still get lost and stuff, and I still, but seriously, it's like I just got here, and I've got so many more great things to do, and I'm really excited about now and the future.
So if they can't go to Denmark or Switzerland to see you, they need to come back to Billy Yates Music on Twitter.
That's right.
Twitter.com.
Or you can come see me at the Grand Ole Opry. I'm there every little bit. So
BillyYates.com also?
Yeah, BillyYates.com.
Y-A-T-E-S.
Yeah, it's got two I's. Billy, Y, Yates, Y on the front of that. So yeah, don't get confused.
See ya from Nashville.
See ya.